Hey everyone, this is Pastor Andrew. I'm one of the pastors over at Faith Presbyterian Church. I just wanted to let you know that we have some really good news to share with you. After 10 weeks of worshiping at home, we are going to meet together for the first time since March 15th on Sunday, May 31st. Not this week, not Sunday, May 24th. That's still going to be worship at home. But next Sunday, May 31st, we will be worshiping together. Now, I want to give you some information about what it is going to look like as we come back together. First, we're only going to be resuming our Sunday morning service. All of the other programming that we have on Sunday mornings, the coffee hour that we normally have, Christian education, everything like that, we're not going to have. Those will come later, and we look forward to getting back to those. Right now, it's just going to be the worship service. I also want to specifically mention childcare. We're not going to have a nursery or any kind of childcare available on Sunday morning. We want you to be able to plan for that. And if you're a parent, as I am, I want you to encourage to bring your kids anyway. It's not going to bother me if your kids are, all over the auditorium, all over the sanctuary, and being a distraction. I know my son is probably going to be chief among them. So bring your kids. We'll love you as, you seek to serve and worship the Lord. It's okay if they're a little bit loud, a little bit noisy, but we won't have any childcare, and we want you to know about that. Finally, Wednesday morning prayers will begin on June 3rd, and that will continue week by week along with the Sunday morning service. So we're only going to have the Sunday service and Wednesday morning prayers. Those are coming back Sunday, May 31st. Now, I want to let you know that we are going to commit to doing some things for you. You can have some expectations of us, and we are also going to have some expectations of you. These are going to be different times that we live in. Services are going to look a little bit differently. First off, we commit to continuing to evaluate whether or not we're going to have services. We're going to keep listening to state and local guidelines. We're going to continue monitoring the case or the situation of the outbreak in Tippecanoe County. We're going to continue looking at those things, and we're not promising that we're going to have services all summer. We're not promising that we're going to have services in 2 weeks. We might not. We commit to continue to evaluate whether or not we will. We're going to live stream as much as we are able. We're working on getting all of those systems set up, and we're really hoping to be able to have that in place by May 31st so you can watch our worship service live as we do it while you're sitting at home if you're unable to come. So we commit to that as well. We're going to take measures to eliminate personal contact. We're not going to pass an offering plate. We're not going to pass any communion bread. We're going to have masks available for those who don't have access to one. We are going to clean before, during, and after the service. We commit these things to you. You can expect those of us as we come back to worship. But we also have some expectations of you, and we want to be clear about these as we move in to worship together. The first expectation is we expect you to prayerfully consider whether or not you should come. Health officials are encouraging those over the age of 65, those who have, immunosuppressing diseases, other people with higher risk factors. They're urging those people to not come. And we're not going to card anyone at the door and turn away those who are over 65. We're not going to tell anyone not to come. But we do expect you to prayerfully consider whether or not you should be coming. Talk to your doctor, talk to your family, spend time in prayer between you and God about it, and come to that decision before you come. We're not going to judge you if you decide not to come. We're not going to track you down and bind your conscience and say that you have to be in church. We're going to leave it up to you. Prayerfully consider and make the right decision for you and your family about whether or not you should come. The only exception to that is if you have any symptoms of coronavirus, right? Cough, shortness of breath, fever, please do not come. Maybe it's allergies, but just in case it's not, we want to keep our family and community safe. So if you have any symptoms of coronavirus, please don't come. And if you have been exposed in the last couple of weeks to a likely case of coronavirus, unless that's been proven to be false, we want you to stay home as well, just out of an abundance of caution. So please stay home if you've been exposed. Please stay home if you have any symptoms. But if you are able to come, we do ask that you wear a mask. Everyone except young children and those with special needs will be required to wear a mask. If you don't have access to one, if you're unable to get one, we'll have them for you. But as long as we're inside the building, that will be an expectation. That will be something that we expect of you for the health of everyone who comes. And finally, we want you to keep your distance from other people indoors. Before the service, after the service, take your time, talk to people in the parking lot. Feel free to linger, but limit your time indoors. And while you're indoors, please don't approach people in order to talk to them. We're gonna spread bulletins around our sanctuary. Please sit where those bulletins are. Space yourselves out. Only family units sitting together. Keep your space indoors. Respect other people's privacy, respect other people's boundaries. We don't want to spread this to anyone. We're gonna commit to as well dismissing people row by row, one by one, to go outside after the service. And again, feel free to hang out there as long as you want to, but indoors, please keep your distance. We are really, really excited about coming back. There is nothing like meeting together on a Sunday morning, hearing the Word of God preached, partaking in the sacraments, singing together, experiencing Christian fellowship. Nothing can replace it, and we are really, really excited to be back together worshiping. We want to do so safely, we want to do so wisely, but we're excited to be back. Sunday, May 31st, invite a friend. We'll see you there. Bye.